All right, guys. Thanks for coming on here. If you're there, listen to the first Kas&Co podcast here with Matt Sampson.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here.
Yeah, guys, we're trying something new here. We're going to be talking topics. We're going to have a topic for each episode, and then at the end, if anybody is listening, we're going to take calls.
Yeah, because, we've been doing a lot of review. We mainly do reviews, movie reviews, TV reviews, even food reviews.
We're going to do it all.
However, not a lot of movies coming out. It's been a little slow lately with everything, so we have some things we'd like to discuss, and that's why we're doing a podcast. Like I just said, we'll take some calls at the end from some fans.
Yeah. And it can be anything, agenda-free.
Yeah, agenda-free Friday. All week agenda-free.
Yeah.
So we cover, we'll answer any questions, and it's the first one. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so today the topic is going to be the state of Star Wars. Matt and I are big Star Wars fans here, and obviously there's been a shakeup in the fandom, a lot of division over The Last Jedi, Solo, poor box office, and Disney recently announced that the standalone movies, the Star Wars stories, are going to be put on hold, not canceled, but put on hold for the moment until they can focus on Episode 9. So, Matt, this news comes out. What were your thoughts? The standalone movies so far, what are your thoughts? And are you mad that they might not come back?
Well, first of all, Star Wars fans, they some of them get the sticks up their asses.
Yeah,
if it's not like the fucking greatest movie ever made.
It's kind of like you.
Yeah, I'm part of it. I admit it, but it is what it is. Yeah. As for the standalone movies, I think I'm a big fan. I like them.
I like them both.
Originally, I was against it. I said, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed both movies. I thought Rogue One was very good. I also enjoyed Han Solo. That might be because I don't have high expectations for the standalone movies, whereas if it's part of the trilogy, my expectations are through the roof. Either way, I like them both. As for them putting them on hold, I really don't care as long as Episode 9 is good.
Well, yeah, they said they're refocusing. Hopefully, what I think I'm taking this as is they're refocusing their plan.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have a creative vision.
Okay.
Like Marvel does. Marvel has a destination.
They know exactly what they've all mapped out.
And they're just making random movies that just aren't like. I don't say they have to connect major.
Yeah.
But you could drop hints, little connections. I think to make it people go to see the movie.
And what makes that easier too is all the Marvel movies are universally liked and accepted, like Black Panther, and everyone. About 99% it was a success, whereas Star Wars is highly controversial.
Yeah.
And they try and play to the fan base and what people want to see, so it's hard to have a plan when, things don't go according to it at first.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing, though, coming out of this is a lot of people calling for an Obi-Wan movie. It'd make a lot of money. Ewan McGregor's ready. He said he'd do it.
They just lost a bunch of money from Han Solo.
Yeah.
It's the only Star Wars movie ever to lose money.
Yep.
I think it's what the fans all want to see.
Yeah.
And
it has a chance to reunite the fan base once again.
Ewan wants to do it. He's a perfect age.
Great guy.
When the reports a couple weeks ago came out that they were going to do a Boba Fett standalone movie.
Yes.
I said, Jesus Christ, what a terrible idea.
Okay.
Another movie that doesn't need to be made. Okay.
On that.
I just think one of the things that make Boba Fett so cool is we don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, it definitely depends how they do it.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing.
Yeah.
If they do a Obi-Wan movie and they fuck it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do an Obi-Wan movie and they do it right and they do a great job, I think that'd be a great way in uniting the fan base.
I think we definitely need to step back for a minute. And The Last Jedi, obviously divisive, but it made a ton of money. Force Awakens, basically everyone likes it.
Well, that was the first one. Force Awakens was bound because of Star Wars coming back for the first time.
Rogue One made a lot of money. Everyone liked it. Solo didn't make a lot of money, but for the people who saw it, I think it was pretty positively received.
Yeah, well, I think a lot had to do with how mad people were over The Last Jedi. And, a lot of stubborn Star Wars fans with their sticks up their asses.
Well, let's get into that.
I'm not going to hold it against another film. I'm going to give every film a chance,
So, the Solo box office.
Yeah.
I think it's a bunch of things. I think it's the May release.
It came out near Deadpool 2 and Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah. Avengers is a Disney property. They'd be really.
I know.
I mean, Star Wars for the last 3 years now. December has been their spot.
It's been coincided with Christmas, and each one of those has done extremely well. Maybe because of what happened with Solo, maybe now they'll stick
Yep.
episode 9 with Christmas.
I think the other reason is poor marketing. I think the first trailer came out in
Super Bowl. At
March?
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, February.
Which is not, and I think the first Infinity War trailer, which came around the same
Yeah,
time.
like a year before almost.
It was, I mean, and then they had to do all the reshoots, and that did not help either. Yeah, marketing was very
And then I think just simply lack of interest. I think people were confused, just the casual fan.
Yeah.
How is this a Han Solo movie? Didn't he die in Force Awakens?
I saw it with a couple of my friends.
Really? Yeah.
The second viewing.
Yep.
And they all were very confused. They thought, oh, what is this? When Phantom Menace, like around that era?
Yeah.
Because obviously at the end, spoiler alert, Darth Maul.
Yep.
So it confused people, you know?
Yeah. And then I think finally, I don't think this has a huge issue because I think it's a smaller amount of people that I think there's a lot of people that don't like The Last Jedi, but I think a small amount like are boycotting Star Wars. Everyone wants Star Wars to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that The Last Jedi backlash though probably has a percentage of people not going. Yeah, maybe the hard.
I know in sophomore year, my geometry teacher, Miss Stoutenberg, huge Star Wars fan.
Yep.
I asked her, will she be seeing Force Awakens? She said no. I go,
interesting.
I go, why not? She goes, if George Lucas didn't make it.
Oh, wow. Now, is she a
it.
prequel hater?
Now, she saw the prequels.
Yeah.
She's obviously not as big on them as... She prefers the original trilogy. That's her, her cornerstone. But she did see him because George did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, even though he sold the rights and,
Fair enough.
She still won't. I bet some people feel the same way as her. She can't be the only one.
Yeah, and I think, when we're talking about the new trilogy, the issue lies, I think, in the story. I just think that there's not a lot of continuation. I think you can criticize George. He's a great storyteller, and he has a vision.
Yeah.
He may or may not have had Luke and Leia, brother and sister, from the beginning.
Yeah, no, he definitely
not. He knew what was going to happen. At the end, Vader was going to be redeemed by Luke.
Well, I think
that was...
what he did, he was smart, what he did with A New Hope. That could have been the only movie. That could have been one movie easily, the way it ended. But he also left it open. It's another story to tell. And that was very smart of him. And I think a big problem that the new trilogy has in Disney is, they had two different visions. J.J. and Rian Johnson had two different visions. And, they really should have just been on the same page from day one, which I don't think they were.
And, the different director thing can work. He did it with the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Different directors for Empire and Return of the Jedi. The difference is it was George's story, all three of them, not someone else's. Exactly. And that's the key. Let's move on. We'll go over it, because we've talked about this in the past. We'll go over it kind of slightly. The Last Jedi backlash.
Yeah.
Abrams, has a chance. Both of us, I'm really indifferent. There's things I love in The Last Jedi. There's things I really don't like in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I think you're kind of the same way, maybe more leaning towards more you don't like.
Oh, yeah. Initially, I was...
I've come to dislike it more as I've seen it.
As it sit with me each day, the more I think about it, I've come to dislike it. Oh, there are some great parts in the movie that I really like. Training with Rey I thought was very cool.
Yoda,
that was a great scene.
I really like the Rey and Kylo conversations.
That scene when they're fighting all the guards and everything, that was sick.
And honestly, Luke's moment at the end is a badass moment that I feel like hurts because he dies and he didn't need to die.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a good movie, but as for Star
Wars,
I think
it's it's a solid movie. Yeah. But when you're talking about a Star Wars movie,
it's not up there.
It hurts a little.
That's where it fails. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. So all right. So JJ coming in, they should have had him do all three.
I agree. Well, he's doing episode 9. Thank God. Maybe you can rum it together.
What that you didn't like in The Last Jedi? Do you think it's possible he can fix? Do you think there's anything major?
I mean,
you could
Snoke, but that'd be a stretch. Is one thing I don't like. That
Plagueis, make him Plagueis.
One thing that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
In TV and movies, when someone dies, and then they come back.
Yeah.
For me, that takes away from the moment, because when you kill someone off, you really want to. And then if you just bring them back, what's the friggin' point?
Well, and for Kylo's character, that means a lot.
Yeah, so anyone that died, Snoke, whoever, Luke, I don't want them... Ghost Luke, whatever, but I don't want them coming back,
No, I think that throne room scene is really good.
Yeah, that's a very good scene.
It's great, like, how Snoke dies, but once again, it's like...
It just feels like JJ set up for Snoke to be such a dynamic character, and if Ryan Johnson said, nah, you know what, he's not, we're just going to kill him off.
Yeah.
I don't have a place for him.
No, I always say it, and I think 8 would be better well received if it was actually 9.
Yeah, and they did.
You know what I'm
probably
saying?
right.
Yeah.
Didn't Chris Meyer say that too?
Yeah, probably.
Shout out Chris Meyer.
Yeah, he's actually boycotting Solo.
No
Convinced him, I'm
To
going
see it.
tomorrow morning.
No shit.
But I'm paying, and that was the thing. Actually,
Wow,
great.
that
AMC,
greedy
though.
bastard.
AMC, $10 for the two of us.
No shit.
Yeah.
Because it's Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesdays, guys.
I'll tell you, AMC. Did you go to AMC for? No, you went to Revere for Incredibles.
Yeah, for
right?
Incredibles
How was it?
too.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was great. The seating was good. But
get
in your
food?
Revere, it's like $13 a ticket.
Do you do the child tickets? You got a little cheaper.
No, I didn't. I'm
you felt
morally...
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm morally,
feel
but...
bad. Yeah.
No,
I
but
didn't.
yeah, let's close up. So, say JJ doesn't change... I think if he's going to change one thing, if I had to make a prediction, it's going to be Rey's parentage, because I think it's pretty... That's the easiest cop-out. You could just say Kylo was lying.
Yeah, he set that.
Yeah.
He set that up for something, and Kylo, just said it was nothing. You could easily say like Kylo didn't know, or
I think
No,
the
he's
hardest
lying.
thing would be bringing Luke back. And honestly,
Snoke. Yeah.
I don't think they could do it in a way that it would make sense, because it would be stupid to bring Luke back and then kill him, because he's
Kill
going
him
to die
again.
in 9. It's like you're going to kill him twice.
Oh, you
And I
can't do
think
that.
his death was the perfect death for Luke, like looking out into the suns like he
Yeah.
started. It's just when it happened.
Yeah,
You know?
I also think Ryan Johnson really screwed JJ with Carrie Fisher and Leia.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think it's his fault as much as it's Lucasfilm giving him way too much control. You know?
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They had I thought, oh man, that's how they're gonna kill off Carrie Fisher and then Mary Poppins in outer
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. Obviously a questionable move.
Yeah.
But
So we'll see what Can I fucking talk?
Yeah, sure.
The future is uncertain. No, I was talking to myself. Like, can I get out the words? It
Yeah,
wasn't-
no,
wasn't a slight
I
at you.
know,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. The future's uncertain. If episode 9 isn't a good movie, I'm probably gonna write off this trilogy.
Okay.
Like I do with a lot of other things
Yeah.
that displease me. Rocky 5.
Okay.
Indiana Jones, The Crystal
I haven't
Skull.
even watched Rocky
I
5.
I just pretend. Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Save yourself the time.
Yeah.
I just pretend they don't happen. And if I don't like episode 9,
It's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean.
The new movies.
The two
Those
new
are three
ones.
for me. Those are 3 movies.
Yeah.
The new ones without Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley, we're not going to count the last
Yeah.
one. They were for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Those aren't part of it.
No.
Separate.
Okay. Now, final point we're going to hit here in our Star Wars topic is
Yeah.
what's next. Now that the standalones are kind of in the background,
Sure.
this is what's for sure coming.
Okay.
We have Jon Favreau's series, TV
I like
series.
Jon
It's
Favreau.
going to be 10 episodes. He's written 6.
Is that an animated thing?
No, it's live action.
Has anyone, any studio bought? It's Disney.
Yeah, Disney,
Oh,
live
okay.
action, post Return of the Jedi.
Interesting. It's going to be
he's-
all new characters, right?
I don't know.
See, I don't know.
I
think-
hope so.
I think because
Yeah.
you do old characters, everyone's like, oh, that's not close to the actor who portrayed them before. I think you just do new characters, new actors, give them a fair shot.
Honestly, I would like to learn more about the First Order, how they
it
came to be. Maybe they could have 10 episodes. He's written 6 so far, so I don't know where they're going to go with it.
All right.
I'm all in for an episode or 2 of Sebastian Stan as Luke Skywalker. Maybe
Oh,
a little
yeah.
cameo.
Yeah,
I
sure.
I
You just
want to see it.
Really want
all
that
right.
to happen.
All right, so that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the David Benioff and Weiss, the Game of Thrones.
D&D.
This is what I'm most excited about
D&D.
because I think they're going to go Old Republic. I think they're going to go Jedi versus Sith Wars here. I think that could get really interesting.
Well, I will say, what they are smart in bringing in the A-team of directors here.
Yep.
You get D&D, 2 of the most successful ones from
Yes.
Thrones, and then Jon Favreau, who's obviously had a ton of success, too.
Yeah.
So they're
And-
really trying to do it right, which is good.
And then the one that I think it's still technically going to happen, I don't think it's going to happen. It just doesn't make sense from Disney to do it, is the Ryan Johnson trilogy.
Yeah, it's
just
stupid.
because people,
I'm so mad
no
at Ryan
matter
Johnson.
how you look at it, they're just going to see his name and say, so I think that's probably going to get, that kid's going to get booted.
Yeah, like my good friend Cam LaFada, diehard
Yes.
Star Wars fan, he hates Ryan Johnson with a passion.
Oh, really?
Oh, he despises
Big hater
him.
of The Last Jedi?
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hates it.
Yeah.
Everything he tweets, everything he his interviews, Cam wants to friggin' punch him.
Okay.
And I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, I'm definitely, and it doesn't make sense business-wise,
Neither do I.
especially after you lost money.
Even the
on
way he
Solo.
talks, such a weasel.
Yeah. I think there's actually
Even though the way he spells his name.
have you seen the old video? It's an old video from like early 2000s. They were interviewing him. He was on the set of Brick. He was saying how like when he makes a movie, he doesn't want to please everyone.
That's nice.
And he wants to divide the people in the audience because he feels like that's what a movie should do.
Okay.
And debatable. So we're gonna move on. We've kind of hit everything we wanted to talk about.
In terms of Star Wars,
we both want the Obi-Wan movie. Hopefully that can come. Now, Matt, any final thoughts?
No.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, no, I do actually. You know what? Yeah, I do have one final thought. One thing that kind of pisses me off.
Okay.
You know, people. I've had arguments. With people. I think you probably fall more the other way. But I hate when something's so great and then people try and like redo it and recreate it, and I think it's overdone. Mm-hmm. You know, like what are they? They're doing another Indiana Jones movie, right?
Yeah. Rumors that Chris Pratt could be.
Yeah, they keep doing the Jurassic Park world, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
movies.
I mean,
they do new Pirates of the Caribbean, the new Star Wars, the new Star Trek.
I think there's a difference.
Every hit series that's been done, I can give you like a new one that they try and adapt. And I just, some things you just leave it. If it's done well, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm in, but like, some things you just gotta leave it and just, not do another one.
But I totally agree to a certain extent.
Okay.
But it all depends on if there's a story there.
Yeah, okay.
And I think there's a story with Star Wars, and even George did too.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's just where I'm coming from there. With Pirates of the Caribbean, is there really was there ever a story in the first place? It was based off a ride at Disney World.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
I
did not know that.
It was a hit, and they kept making more. Obviously, it runs out of gas. Same thing with Jurassic Park.
I mean, even the Transformers movies, like what are
exactly,
they? Like 7?
Yeah.
How many times would a fucking
now they're rebooting
robot's gonna invade Earth? You know, like,
exactly.
Jesus.
It's when it gets repetitive is when it has to stay, and I think there's plenty more that Star Wars can do. They're just not. They're not focusing on the right things right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, we're gonna take some calls.
Yeah.
Any questions you guys have?
Yeah.
Gonna come in here. NBA, NFL, movies, TV, Westworld finale last night. We're gonna have a Westworld review up very soon. Talking about that.
Mm-hmm. That finale for Westworld.
Yeah.
was insane.
NBA awards show tonight. We're gonna find out.
Oh yeah.
MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Yes. Okay, we're taking call. We have a call from John and Beverly. John, how are you?
I'm happy to be here.
John, what is your question for the panel today?
I actually have 3 questions.
All right, yeah.
3 questions, great.
Okay, what's the first question?
My first question is directed to Matthew.
Okay,
What's your problem?
Let's go.
Wow.
What? What's that?
Well, what's your problem?
I do not have a problem.
Okay, my second question is, who do you think you are?
Do you have a third question?
My third question is, what gives you the nerve?
Okay, we're gonna go away from the phones.
Yeah.
For the moment.
Matt unable to answer the 3 questions presented there.
Yeah, maybe we'll try that again sometime.
Yeah.
Instead of going live with the phones, maybe we'll have them submit questions beforehand.
I think that would be better.
That would probably be better.
Because the audio's not great on the phone, too.
Yeah.
So let's take that as a learning experience.
Okay, next podcast we'll have some submitted questions.
Yeah, so guys, I think that pretty much does it here.
Does it for this podcast? Okay. Oh, I thought it was going to be one big one. You thought 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that better.
So our second, we're getting a call from John Hannon. Let's try this again.
John and Beverly. Is that, yep.
Hi, my last question is, what do you think the Cavs have to do to keep LeBron in Cleveland?
All right.
There we go.
Good question. I'm going to hang up on you, and we'll answer that.
Okay.
So what do the Cavs have to do to keep LeBron in Cleveland?
I think it's pretty simple. Get a big guy. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, get a big name.
And I don't think they can.
No.
I think their best guy they could get is Kemba Walker, and I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, I think, what can the Cavs do to keep LeBron in Cleveland? Nothing.
Yeah.
I think he's gone.
Well,
I think he's gone. I think he's going out west.
Yeah.
I think he's going to L.A.
I'd put it like 75-25.
Lake of Land. I think he's teaming up with PG. And I don't think you can't do it anymore with that team.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to, how long does he want to play? He wants to play with his kid, right? He's not going to be able to lug all those minutes and do everything with that. I mean, they're just not good enough. So I don't think there's anything that can be done to keep LeBron.
Yeah, he's probably going to end up in LA.
That's what
all
I'm
the
guessing.
signs are pointing that way.
Yeah, that's just what I believe.
I mean, we got no other questions here, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot if you listen to this whole thing.
Yeah,
We're going to keep
bless
coming
you.
up. I mean, 20 minutes or so when you wake up, brushing your teeth, throw it on.
Yeah. I mean, let's say you have an hour drive, to your grandma's house and
subtract 20 because you're going to be in the zone.
You get sick of your music, maybe get a head. You turn on the Kas&Co podcast, you'll listen, maybe you grab a nice coffee, you sip on it, you listen to us.
Yeah, and we got our next episode.
Yeah. Be Game of Thrones.
Going to be Game of Thrones.
Yes.
What we're going to talk about is the new spin-off show announced.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what we think. We're going to a little season 7 in review. We've never really done that on this channel. Talked about
Go
season
back.
7.
I like it.
Yeah, and then what's in store for season 8? What we're hoping, what we think's going to happen.
Fucking love
Game
of Thrones.
We're gonna talk about it. So, guys, thanks a lot for listening to the first Kas&Co podcast.
All right.